All right, so I'm starting by pulling off the front end off the Mustang. I already kind of started, not gonna lie. There's just 2 bolts back here, 2 bolts behind there. And then they have the ones on the headlight. Pull that in right there. And then you gotta pull off the hook cable and the wiring harness that goes on both sides. You gotta pull off the hook cable and the wiring harness goes off both sides. And then obviously radiator. And then these 2 bolts on this side and these 2 bolts on this side. And then if I remember correctly, this whole thing should pull, oh, you gotta pull off the headlight wiring harness obviously. But if I remember correctly, this whole thing should just pull off nice and easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and yank these bolts off, unplug the headlights, and see if this front end comes off. All right, front end of it's off. Also, just got the hood off of it too. Gives me way more light in here to work. Front end's over there with the headlights and everything. I think I need like a bucket to drain this coolant out. So I think for now, I'm just going to pull this intake manifold off of it because intake manifold needs to come off anyways. So I can put like chains on there or motor plate, something. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'm gonna get the intake manifold off and then pull the fuel rails out of the way. Maybe start disconnecting the whole wiring harness because I could just disconnect it right from the ECU and pull it all out as one, but regardless, the harness needs to come off anyway. So I'm just gonna disconnect the whole harness, move it to the side. Intake manifold is off. I pulled off this one coolant hose right here. Got a little bit of fluid, but I still gotta get a bucket to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and start taking off this engine harness right now then. So the harness is laid out of the way. I got the alternator off. Pretty much everything out of the way. The only thing I really gotta do is get this radiator out of the way and then clutch line, shifter out, drive shaft off. And it's pretty much it. I mean, and trans mount. Oh, and I gotta obviously knock these 2 bolts out for the motor mounts. But then it's ready to come out. So this is super easy. I mean, realistically, I've been working on it for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. And it's already to the point where it's pretty much ready to come out. The rest of it's easy shit to get off. So I'm going to get a bucket and then I will go ahead and finish the rest of this stuff.
Sheesh. M Killer. BM for the win, baby. Look at that. Head's back on.
Dude, we just had this head on a different motor. Like 30 minutes ago.
Astounded.
Alright, Gucci. All good now.
Mike was gonna do like all the extraness and like Sarah cook the piping and all that, but we around here we just gonna send it, man.
No, you don't Cerakote headers.
No?
I'm sure you told me not to because
It'll cause it to crack.
Causes crack, yeah.
Wow. Good thing I didn't do mine.
Yeah, you told me not to do that.
Hell yeah. Mike's having fun.
I'm not about to get that.
Yes, sir. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, if you blew up a Coyote at the track, we could rebuild it in a couple hours if we had another spare part motor with parts. Heads in pretty much.
Realistically, if I wanted to, if I stayed up all night, I can have it running tonight. But, well, yeah, and I still have my own turbo, so yeah, I can have the same drive for that. But,
Well,
point.
I mean, stock oil pump gears.
I didn't pull it all back for cost more money in that. And,
High key, the
I think
Evo
money,
looks fire back there.
Huh?
Evo looking good back there.
That Corvette.
That Corvette, though.
Alright, did you clean all these off?
I cleaned the first sets. I gotta clean the second one. Yeah, those are done.
Dirty? Clean.
No, done.
Yesterday I got the timing cover on it. I let it sit overnight because I need to get that RTV. I need to let that harden up. So I'm gonna go ahead and fully tighten this down. I'm gonna tighten that down with the water pump on. I'll just start putting some of the accessory stuff on. I don't have the installer for the harmonic balancer right now, so I might have to go grab that. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish assembling it. Alright, I got quite a bit of stuff all on this. I had to clean off the valve covers and put the new gaskets in there. There's RTV on this side, same right here. It's just where the timing cover meets the head. That's where it needs a little bit of RTV. So those are all tightened down. I got the alternator on and some of the tensioners here, water pump on. The intake manifold just set on there just because I don't want things falling into the intake ports. I need to grab the long installer for the crank pulley. People do use like a piece of wood and a hammer, but I'm just gonna do it the right way. I'm in no rush. And then I gotta get an O-ring for the, I'll show you. Alright, so I gotta get an O-ring for this piece right here that goes into the AC compressor. Once I do that, then I can put the AC compressor onto the motor. So, and I gotta put the motor mounts on, but I can do that later. As of right now, it's how it sits. I might go grab that tool later just so I can finish this all up, because I just want to make sure this is 100% done. So when I get my clutch back, I can just throw this right in. I'll be good driving.